So you make weapons. This thing working? Good. So you make weapons then for the Decepticons. How about you build for me an Abso-Smash Nuclear Accelerator Cyclotron? For parts, I can provide you an old stove bolt and a weed whacker. Don't ask, folks. Hello, everybody. Sparkster1701 here. We're taking a look at another Legacy United figure. This is Ferak. Ferak is part of the Star Raider series that's exclusive to Wal-Mart. And I wasn't intending to pick any of them up due to the fact that they're all repaints and such, but I accidentally picked him up without thinking one day. So, since we got him, we might as well review him. Ferak is a character that predominantly appeared more in the comic books. And he is an engineer for the Decepticons, and primarily makes a lot of weapons for them. Some of them include the Chaotic Death Axe, the Proton Fusion Multiplier, and the Cascading Cranium Crusher. I guess when you're a mad scientist, you can name whatever you're making after whatever you want. Now, some of you will undoubtedly recognize that he is a repaint of a previous toy. The mold for him was made from Cyclonus from the War for Cybertron Kingdom line, with a slight modification to him, which we will show that off in a little bit. But first, we're going to start by showing off his accessories, starting with these two guns. There is a right gun and a left gun, because as you can see on the back side, they are hollow. But these are a couple of extra weapons for you to give him. But mostly when you have them, they do expect you to put them... Probably should do it the other way so the post doesn't show. They have a large hole on the side that can be attached to the wings. And there you go. He can store those guns on his wings for a more imposing look. And on the back side of him here, we have his other accessory, his larger gun. When I was carrying him around, I had him holding the smaller guns so that he wouldn't lose them. I was afraid they'd catch on things and pop off the wings very easily. But as you can see, he can hold the other gun just as easily in his hands. Alright, get the guns out of the way here. And then we'll take a look at his articulation. And since he's pretty much a copy of Cyclonus, he has the same articulation. His head can turn from side to side. And it is on a bit of a ball joint, so we'll rock up and down a bit. You can raise his arms up about so far. And the arms do rotate at the shoulder all the way around. You can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees, and he does have a swivel at the bicep. So he has G.I. Joe battle grip. He may tell you he invented it himself. You can twist him at the hips, so he has a bit of dance moves going for him. You can spread his legs apart into a full splits. He does have a thigh cut. It is a little bit cumbersome going this way due to the extra pieces along the back of his leg. You can raise his leg up at the hip 90 degrees, and you can bend him at the knee almost at 90 degrees. It does take a little bit of effort. I may have to check on this because I think I don't have his legs all stretched out. Yep, didn't quite have him all stretched out. Oh well, my bad. To transform him, it's pretty much the same as it was for Cyclonus. We come up here to the top of his arms, and we should be able to pull up the top of the armor, and it'll have his fist attached. Just like that. Rotate the piece with the fist underneath. It'll really only go the one way. And then you fold that back into the arm. Just like that. So then once you've done that, turn his arms at the elbows so that the fins point outwards, like so. Now come around behind him, and we'll fold out these little pieces of his wings. And then we start to separate them out and fold the wings outwards. They should rest comfortably against his arms, and this little post here at the bottom of the wing will line up with a slot on his arms. So connect them up like so. Doo-dee-doo. There we go, just like that. And now we come down here to his feet. I'm going to turn him around because we got to fold his feet downwards a bit. Get the heels out. So that we can open up these panels here on the back of his leg. Just raise it up like so. Fold out the extra plastic. And then, once we've done that, you can fold the feet in. And then put these back down. The extra plastic will cover where his feet were. Get them in there and get them snugged up. And of course, once we've done that, press his legs together. Hold them together like so. Come up here to his arms and shift the shoulders out. Like so. Then they're going to want you to pop open the chest plate. And do the same with his back plate. So we're going to rotate his head so it goes inside. Like so. Then we'll open up this piece we brought out. Because you're going to extend out of it the nose for his spaceship mode. Once you've got it all out, then you can bring the chest and back up to hold it in place. Come to the wings section that's on his back and turn it around. You have to raise some of it up a little bit so that it'll do the full turn. Once we've done that, then you can adjust the legs to fold up because they've formed a nice little post, and it should connect in this hole behind the cockpit. Once you've done that, you can fold the shoulder pieces back down. Rotate the wings towards the back. As you can see, there's another hole right here on the thrusters, and it'll line up with this post here on the legs. So do that real quick. And of course, for some smooth landings, Ferak does have some landing gear that you may fold down. And then that way he looks pretty good. landed. Those colors kind of remind me of Darth Maul's spaceship from the Phantom Menace. You know, I think Darth Maul might look pretty good in this thing, flying this vehicle too. There's a Star Wars crossover that'll work. Make Darth Maul become a ship like Cyclonus and paint it in these colors. That'd be kind of badass, wouldn't it? And then to give him some extra firepower, we can plug his main gun inside and plug the other guns right here onto the wings. This definitely screams I'm ready to shoot down some enemy fighters. And he does swoosh pretty good. Even without the power of the dark side. So now we get to my thoughts. What do I think of Ferak? At first I would have totally dismissed him. Especially with the fact he's just another repaint. Like a lot of the others that have been in this wave. But in reality, I can't find myself hating Ferak all that much. It's an interesting little toy of a character that really didn't get a lot of screen time, and seeing as Wheeljack would be his closest Autobot counterpart, I would have liked to have seen Ferak make an appearance in the cartoon, to kind of be a true mad scientist, the evil kind that we're all used to seeing in media. Hopefully, with some of the exposure he's gaining from my channel and a lot of the other reviewers, maybe Hasbro will allow him to be in an upcoming movie. Supposedly, the next Transformers film is to make them work with G.I. Joe. Maybe Ferak could work with Dr. Mindbender in Cobra's labs. That might be that's got possibilities here. At any rate, that's my review of Legacy United's Ferak. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature on this channel, I would appreciate a like, share, comment, and subscription. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.